Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
I never actually thought we were going to end up covering this because it's like not really a video game movie, but it's all about video games, so we may as well.
It came out in 2012. It stars John C. Reilly and Jane Lynch and Sarah Silverman and Alan Tudyk and Mindy Kaling, Dennis Haysbert.
Damn, that's a lot more stacked than I remember.
Jess Reinell. I'm skipping a lot of people too. Those are just the people I know.
That's maybe because they like actually voice act in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. The only one you can tell is John C. Reilly. He has a particular voice.
Interesting.
We follow.
It's interesting that you say that and not Sarah Silverman. She has a very unique voice.
No comment. I was trying to avoid the gooner bait. We follow Donkey Kong, basically.
Yep.
Ralph, who's the bad guy in his game, which is
But he's not a bad guy.
He's just the bad guy. He's the antagonist of a game that looks like the original Mario / Donkey Kart stuff. Donkey Kart, holy shit. Donkey Kong. He lives in an arcade with all the other arcade machines and all the little people who live in them. And he feels bad because he's a bad guy.
Yep.
But he doesn't want to be a bad guy. He wants to be a good guy.
Right.
He wants to do his hero's duty.
And all the rest of his game ignores him. He just lives in the trash.
Yeah,
he's the trash man.
He is the trash man. He's so me. He goes off to go get a gold medal so he can go be a special boy. He has a little adventure in a bunch of different video games. The big primary plot focuses around a go-karting game. A karting game. You know, one of them big steering wheel go wee. He gets stuck in there and he has to win all the races, and he meets another trash person who lives in the trash, but it turns out she's not really from the trash. There's been a hostile takeover of this kingdom and she's actually the princess. That's the end twist. This movie fucking slaps.
It's funny that they're aping Nintendo games and like didn't have a problem.
I don't know how that happened. There's also a couple of characters that I'm pretty sure are there's a lot of cameos in this one, but it doesn't feel weird. Unlike the sequel where it is exclusively cameo bait and it all feels like shit.
Yeah.
This one is like,
which I accidentally started trying to do this homework.
That one's rough. I watched that in the theater and I was like, this makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, it was weird.
Yeah. That's how I was feeling too. I literally wrote in my notes like, wow, the internet's really bad for us. Like half an hour into the movie.
Yeah, no, like that movie's a mess. But this one is great. So yeah, we have cameos from a bunch of like classic arcade properties. Sonic is in there because Sega will take any opportunity to put Sonic in something. Pac-Man's around. Q*bert's there. Tapper's Bar is a setting.
Yep.
There's just a bunch of dudes. Then there's also there's a few Nintendo adjacent characters.
It's almost always like in the background or close enough to it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's a dude walking. Like if you're not looking in the right spot, you could entirely miss it.
Yeah, like sometimes they're like, hey, Q*bert, how's it going? But
yeah, because it's Q*bert.
Right.
Yeah, he's like everybody knows what it is, but nobody likes it. You know.
Right.
I really like the setting of like the arcade and the machines going like out of order. Like I like that it actually feels like it takes advantage of the arcade setting. Yeah. The twist thing. One of the few Disney twist villains I really like is this one, where it turns out that damn it, what's his name?
I don't remember.
Turbo? Whatever.
Yeah.
There's a guy from an arcade game who, going Turbo. There's like an urban legend that like his game got closed and he flipped out because it wasn't a good game, basically. And I believe that was a real game. Like
he was trying to get into another game.
Yeah, and then he like hostily takes over the karting game and has a disguise and goes into the code and removes the princess from her seat of power and wipes everyone's brains, and it's a wild twist, but it's pretty damn good. Yeah. And I like that it actually feels like it uses the physical like location of all these machines, and they interact with each other through like the power cables, and that's really fucking cool. I like that. It feels well thought out. Yeah. It doesn't just
got good lore.
It doesn't just feel like it's about video game characters. It does actually feel like it's about video game culture in a sense, more about arcade games, but it's like there is like the tension of like kids don't go to arcades anymore and they're dying. They've been dead, really, let's be honest. They were dead in 2012. Like, and that's like a real thing. If you were a character in one of these games and you're going to get unplugged like that, that's really well thought out stuff. It looks fucking great. It still looks really good.
Really good. That was my biggest takeaway of just like, it looks so good.
Yeah, it's heavily stylized, but it's also before Disney and Pixar hit their weird phase that they're kind of in right now, where all of their projects kind of look the same. They have a weird new art style I'm not a huge fan of. But like this is a variety of different styles and types of animation going on for different characters from different eras, and we have 2D characters made into 3D characters, and some of the 2D characters stay 2D, and some of the 3D characters will go 2D when they're in certain settings, and that's really well implemented. This must have been a bitch to work on. I love the Call of Duty ripoff section. That's one of my favorite parts of the movie. They go into Hero's Duty, and of course they make nothing but poop jokes.
And they like rip off Alien with it too. It's
so
great.
Good. I love that. And of course, the best part of the movie is Fix-It Felix getting with a tall woman who can kick the shit out of him. It's great. They're great. I love them. Punch me in the balls, please. This movie's so fucking good. I really like that like Felix and like all of the other like main characters of the games, all the good guys, most of them still don't feel like they are directly antagonistic like bad people. Some of them are, but like Felix is more like he doesn't understand at the beginning of the movie, but he doesn't like hate Ralph.
Right.
Like it's a weird working relationship where it's like they're not friends, but they don't. It's weird. It's weird because you have the one that gets all the attention. You have the bad guy who like nobody likes the bad guy, blah blah blah. But also like learning that like you need the bad guy because otherwise the game's ecosystem doesn't fucking function. I don't know. It's neat. If it gives me warm feels. It gives me warm feels when the little trash lady gives him the little candy heart. It made me feel things.
It felt like there wasn't a whole lot to take away from this one, though. Like, it looks really good. It's a lot of fun, but when it's over, it's just over. There's no, like, great big lesson to learn like there are in other Disney movies or, like... Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like nothing really changes except that the villagers learn, like, oh, maybe we shouldn't hate Ralph for being the bad guy in the video game.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't want to say it's hollow, but it just...
No, the sequel is hollow.
Yeah, this one's just like there until it's over and you just kind of walk away from it. It doesn't have much sticking power, I don't think.
No, but I don't know if it really needs it either. It's got enough. Yeah. But it doesn't feel... It's
quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like just watching it. I had a blast watching it.
It's still very funny.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those jokes that still work well. When he crushes her car, it makes me sad.
I have a suspicion that they fucked with Silverman's voice in the sequel because like accidentally watching that one and then realizing my mistake, I was like, her voice sounds different. I think they chipmunked Silverman more in the sequel. Probably. Or something.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's like, I really don't.
Imagine being the sound engineer having to chipmunk Sarah Silverman's voice. That's really funny to me.
I really wouldn't doubt it. Man, that movie made me very mad watching that because I was trying to parse through. I was going through relationship trouble at the time when the sequel came out.
Why are you not? We're always on the rocks. Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Oh.
So I was like trying to parse through the like this lesson is hypothetically a good thing in a void, but the way that they go about it is fucking horrendous, and then just the movie is actually bad.
The sequel is about Ralph finding the internet, and my second note, besides the internet's really bad for us, actually, was like there's a shocking lack of porn in this movie.
Well, it's Disney, so. And that movie is that one is really just.
I don't think I'm gonna go back and finish it.
Absolutely the fuck not. It's just a Star Wars cameo, Disney Princess's cameo, Star Wars cameo.
It was really funny though because they used Aunt Cass as the hot MILFs in your area ad, so that was kind of funny.
Yeah, Screaming Goat videos were already ancient when that came out too. It's like half the humor of the movie is like, damn, Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
The when cute animals eat pancakes, and it's like, oh god, this is 10 years outdated. Yeah, it's just bad. Doing anything to do with the internet like that is always outdated. You can't do references. Thor: Love and Thunder has screaming goats 20 years after that joke was dead. Like, come on. Rough good time.
What would you rate it?
I feel like I can't really compare it to video game movies because it's not really trying to adapt or like be included in anything else. But like, it's just the top of the list if we're putting it up against those because it's a good movie and it includes a good amount of stuff about video games and it feels like it actually knows what it's doing.
Yeah.
But like, it feels kind of like cheating.
So compare it to Disney movies.
It's higher. It's pretty high up.
Wow.
It's pretty high up.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of one I like more. I like Brave, but that's a hot take.
I think I've only seen that once, and I've forgotten everything about it. I don't remember it at all.
I really wanted Brave to be more like what they advertised it as, which is why everyone was kind of disappointed with what we actually got, but I also still really like what we got. It's hard to think of something that's directly comparable to, because it's not a Disney princess movie, and it is not like a Disney-owned property. It's just kind of it's a weird thing.
It's a Disney Pixar movie, I would think, or at least in that pool.
It's just Disney though.
Yeah,
because like Pixar is like a separate company. So like I don't want to compare it to Pixar movies either. Like the different Pixar movie got that Pixar movie stank on it. We love that stank, but they got that Pixar movie stank on them.
I was throwing it in that same pool though. It feels like one of those.
A little. I don't know. It feels a little bit too poop humor for a Pixar movie, if that makes sense. Not like it's full with poop jokes. It's just enough where it's like
it's a DreamWorks movie.
No, nowhere near DreamWorks level. It's just I know Pixar movies are pretty damn clean on that front. I don't know. It's very good. It's very good. It's hard. It came out in a weird era for Disney too, because this was the beginning of them like only doing 3D animated movies, and it was one of the best examples. And they haven't really. I don't think Disney the studio has topped this one since. Pixar has had better entries since, but I don't think any of the just Disney animated properties since then. So we got Frozen 2. Ooh.
Elemental. Zootopia.
Elemental is Pixar.
Oh, sure.
I actually don't mind that one. It's not very good, but I don't hate it. Shit, what was the other one you said? Fuck.
Zootopia.
It's better than Zootopia.
What?
I think Zootopia is disgustingly overrated. I didn't like it that much when it came out either.
Wow.
Not a fan.
I only just saw it like 6 months ago. I was like, that was a really good movie.
It's fine. I think its fundamental allegory is fundamentally broken though. I think that's my biggest issue is like it's enjoyable and most of the jokes are good, but I think when you're doing an explicit allegory and it doesn't function.
All right, we're not here to talk about Zootopia.
It's only topped, I think, by Inside Out. I think Inside Out is better.
I haven't seen that one. Yep, it's true.
Fix that, brother.
Wow.
Inside Out is goated.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only one that I can think of that I'm pretty sure is just a Disney property. I think. Anyway, yeah. Wreck-It Ralph, good. Wreck-It Ralph 2, stinky.